Well, guys, it's that time. It's time to prep for Battlefield 6, and it comes out tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. First of all, let's talk about minimum system requirements. You still got a little bit of time to get those last-minute orders in, and by the way, it does run beautifully on the Arc B580 if you're just looking for a little bit of an upgrade. Now, the game requires 80 gigabytes of storage, and you want to make sure you have at least 20% headroom on top of that. Also, make sure that you check out your OS drive storage is also not capped out, because this can also impact performance. Okay, now let's make sure your system's essentially good to go. So let's go ahead and clean your system, wipe it down, clean out the fans, get all the dust out. This is going to help with your system's thermals. Also, wiping down your mouse mat, clearing the optical sensors on your mouse and stuff like that will also make sure that those perform better as well. Now what we want to do is we just want to make sure that you run a stress test on your system. Basically run Cinebench, Furmark, just make sure that your GPU and CPU temperatures are right where they should be. Next thing we want to do, you need to make sure Secure Boot is enabled. Secure Boot is absolutely critical and necessary for Battlefield 6, and this is going to be something that's going to trip a lot of people up. What you need to do is you hit Windows R. This will basically bring up the run window. Go ahead and type MSInfo32 and then hit the enter key. Then from there, go to the system information window, select system summary. Scroll down until you make sure that the BIOS mode is set to UEFI and that secure boot state is set to on. If your secure boot state says unsupported, then you need to check your motherboard manufacturer and make sure that you actually can turn it on. Next up, we want to make sure that your RAM speed is essentially good, that you're running XMP and Expo, and that you're getting the speed that you're supposed to do. Also make sure all your system updates are done, and make sure that you close and remove any applications that are down in that bottom system tray icon that might be taking away from your performance. So make sure that you've set up Windows to work with your monitor refresh rate. You don't want to be playing the game at 60 hertz when you have a monitor that could do 160, 240, 360, or even 500 hertz if you've got one of those crazy MSI monitors, and you want to make sure that you're getting all of the beautiful awesome out of that. Also make sure that NVIDIA G-Sync and AMD FreeSync, if whichever one you use, is also enabled. Now let's make sure that your video drivers are up to date. Head over to robotech.com, and then what you can do is click on resources and then GPU drivers, and then all the drivers are there for Intel Arc, NVIDIA, and Radeon. So make sure that you're up to date there and good to go. That's going to help your performance a ton. The last thing I would suggest is load up an old Battlefield game. Go ahead and start playing a little bit. Make sure that your DPI settings on your mouse are good to go and that your keyboard is actually in a really, really good state. Okay, one last thing, and this is kind of a bonus thing. Try to stay away from caffeinated drinks. If you can, just do a push-up, maybe a sit-up after each game, or even doing a little bit of a lap around the house. That'll get your adrenaline pumping. It has the exact same effect in terms of keeping you awake, but without all the stress. Okay, I'm hoping that these were helpful, and from the team over at Robotech and Intel Gaming, we hope you have an enjoyable Battlefield 6 weekend. Hope to see you on the battlefield.